Oh, look at that. Look
Look at
at
it,
that.
G. Look how the Lord works
Look at that.
in
Oh man.
mysterious ways. We
Ah
is
man.
back like cook crack. No
Welcome back.
interruptions.
Welcome back to another episode of the Flagrant Two with X and Lou. If you haven't done so already, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be tuned into all of our newest episodes. Um, yeah, man. Happy V-Day. Sorry I wasn't here last week. We wasn't here last week because of me. I don't know about him. Um, he's a professional butt muncher. I am I retired, wifed up, had a had to,
He's a loyal butt muncher.
had to do the let me take her out to dinner on the day. You can't do it on the next day because everybody think that's like your side chick or something.
Nah. I like to do it when people are not around and people not dealing with stuff. So, if she don't like it, she don't like it. It is what it is. She'll get used to it. But I'm not getting. Hey, look, I'm just saying. I ain't trying to be in no big, busy restaurant where everybody trying to act all lovey dovey. I don't even act like this all year, and now you want to act like this today.
You know I act like this all year. You stop it.
Like, come on. So I ain't trying to be in a restaurant seeing all of that. Like, come on. We competing at the restaurant now. Come on.
We should just one day we should just be professional haters and just go around on Valentine's Day and just mess up everybody.
Yo, look, did I not send you the video?
Yeah, you did. You sent me the video.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna dap him up like, yo, 3 girls in one day. You the goat.
Yeah, we'll go to the girl like, really? You gonna do this to me?
And just leave. Like, it's all right. It's all right.
That's bad funny. Oh, that's bad funny. Yeah, we gotta do that. I was so bad we could go back to the days where we was doing when Jackass came out, we was doing Black Ass.
Yeah, good old Black Ass.
Yeah, that would have been like a perfect parody skit for that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that's bad funny.
Who
Anyways,
says
man.
play?
Man. Thank you guys again for tuning in to another episode. Again, if you haven't done so already, please hit that notification bell so you can be tuned into all of our newest episodes. We do this weekly live. We try to be weekly, but last week was Lover's Day, so I had to be a certified lover boy, certified husband. You see where I was going with that, man? That was crazy. Whew. We're gonna have to edit that one out. Oh man, are we experiencing all-star fatigue? You got LeBron in street clothes. You came up with this format, right? A couple of years ago, you had came up with this type of not this exact format, but the way that you broke it down was way better than what they actually displayed.
Yeah, because mine was more like straight up, like, instead, I don't want to have Rising All Stars playing against it. I don't want to have all this. I just want the actual All Stars.
Yeah,
we bring the best to the worst All Stars.
Yep,
and they play against each other. Because as you've seen, the one game that was really one of the more entertaining ones was the OGs versus the Rising Stars.
Yeah.
Because once they started to get their little run going, the little Rising Stars, the all OGs like, nah, we can't have this happening, and they turned up on them. So it's just like if you do that with the All Stars, who's like the first ballot All Stars going against the fourth ballot All Stars. I understand it's going to bump in the All Star, inflate All Star appearances for people, so it's probably going to negate your All Star appearance. But it's going to create a better product during that weekend.
I think the only thing I really didn't like from it, I mean, there's a lot that I didn't like, but I think the biggest thing I didn't like was the format, because it's like with this particular format, it's hard to really pick an MVP. You know what I'm saying? Like that, I know that Steph won it, but the thing is, it's like did he win it? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you taking it from the very last game where he kind of did, like, he was doing crazy stuff, shooting half court shots, and
Yeah.
but there was a lot of other things going on. I mean, the the behind the back pass that Young did to
Oh,
for Wemby.
trade at Wemby. Yeah.
Yeah, that was that to me is probably like
No, it's because the
top 10
entire
playoff scene
sequence, the entire
all year.
sequence is crazy.
Yeah,
Because
the
I
entire
ain't gonna
sequence.
lie, the entire sequence gave vibes of who he started to play on,
Yeah,
of Kyrie when he was
yeah.
going against Team USA, just
Mm-hmm.
abusing the people, and you just sitting here like, yo, this is the young boy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Trey ain't as young as Kyrie was at the time, but he's still the young boy compared to them. So it's
Not
like for
facts.
him to hit Kyrie with some then between the legs on Steph and a behind the back to the future. Come
That
on,
behind the back. And it was crazy because he had James Harden not knowing what to do. Like, what was he
I mean
like?
to be
Is he going
fair,
for the layup? Is he
we talk about
James
James
Harden
Harden
just
here.
turned around and was like, oh, Wemby's there.
Oh yeah, you got this.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite play of the year. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
And it's crazy that it came in the
that.
All-Star game. But
Yeah, but I mean,
I want more of this, man. I wish there was. I want like a 3v3, man. Give me like a 3v3. Give me. There has to be something to pull more excitement out of
yeah.
this event, because you got these guys being lackadaisical, and I can understand why the older generation wants to see more of a spectacle because they got that with AI and Jordan and Kobe. But you're in a day and age that's driven by analytical data and load management. That's a day and age that we're in right now in sports. It's not just the NBA. I hate how they just pinpoint, oh, this is just the NBA and it's an NBA problem. They do load management in baseball. They do
Everywhere,
load. They
even
don't really do it in
football.
football, but
Bro,
I mean,
at the end of the day, they can't really afford to do it in football. But we know in those last 2-3 weeks, it's
yeah,
happening in
the last 2-3 weeks
football.
you're sitting
At the
down. I
end
mean,
of the
look at the
day,
Eagles.
but that's
Saquon
just
had a
because they
chance to
gotta
break the record, and they was like, sit down.
exactly sit down.
You know?
But that's the thing you gotta understand. Based on like how much that they play like 17 weeks,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
If you multiply that by
Well, 18
4,
now. 18 weeks.
oh,
It's 17
18
games.
weeks.
Yeah.
So that's like 7. If you multiply that by 4, that's like 72 games. That means these guys then took off 12 games if you take off three weeks in a regular football game.
Yeah, and but the
So
thing
that's
is with football,
almost
I'm
like
not really
that's
mad at it.
almost I know there's more
Yeah.
hitting and things like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I'm
But
not really mad at it with football. And football
but
is more at the end of the
what I'm
season,
saying is
seeding is
still
already locked up.
it comes up to around the same percentage of how some of these people are missing games.
No, and I agree with
some
that.
of them.
Yeah,
But it's
I
just
agree
like
with
at
that.
the end of the day, it's just the amount of games that's being played for basketball is different.
And yeah, and
so it's like it looks worse
it
than
looks
it
worse.
is.
It does. And
It's
I
so
like
much.
how they're doing little tweaks, like, oh, you got to play a certain amount of games
Yeah, I like it. Yep.
to qualify for
But
an award. I think that they should kind of delve into that a little bit more.
yeah.
I think that what's the cap right now? 65 games
But
or something
65,
like that.
and I want to sit here and say, I'm sorry to interrupt, but there's a casualty of war because of the 65 games. But he's got my defensive player of the year vote, Wemby. I know he can't get it this year. He should have won it last year.
And that's the only thing that sucks too, because I
So
can
it's tough.
understand injuries like this, where it's like you get injured and you're done for the season off of this, whereas you're not getting it from load management.
Yeah.
Like that's so yeah, it's a casualty of war thing. But I do like it because at the end of the day, it's going to incentivize guys to play out there.
Yeah.
And if contracts are negotiated through what you're doing on the court, your statistics, your awards, etc. I mean, you have guys signing max contracts, but there's incentives laden in it where you can't get this kicker unless you get a all pro,
Yep.
or you know, those sort of things.
All-Star
And I like
all
those too because it gives these guys incentive to go out there and play. If you're not one of the top 10 guys in the league, but you got a top 10 guy in the league contract, how does
Bradley
that
Bill.
So I don't know, man. And it also sucks though at the end of the day because you have the All-Star game literally smack in the middle of the year.
This. Yep.
In my opinion, I think that they should move the tournament, the in-season tournament. I think that they should move it closer to All-Star break, whereas you got guys competing, and you know the smaller market teams, the guys that are not they're gonna be trying to play for something, and it also gives them an opportunity that maybe you're not gonna really see them because look at the second half of the season. We're going into the second half of the season and nobody really cares because it's literally we're waiting for the playoff.
Yeah, it's only a few key games that you're looking at that you like,
right now.
I gotta see this.
And literally those key games are the top teams. You're looking at like the OKC versus the Knicks and the Bucks versus the Clippers and those type of games because those are key matchups because those are the top teams in the league. You're not looking for the Bulls and Hornets and I mean the Hornets and Warriors just played the game, the first game after the break, and I watched it. It was a good game as far as for the Hornets.
The Lakers
played the Hornets.
Yeah, you said the Warriors.
I said the Warriors. My fault. The Hornets. I'm thinking of Steph Curry Jr. But yeah, you know that to me was like that's not a key game to come out of the All-Star game. You know what I'm saying? The All-Star game. You want to see like OKC and Boston right after the break. You know what I'm saying? You want to see, and it was the only game on Tuesday.
Only game. So not only 10 o'clock start too.
So who's really watching the Lakers? Especially for the fact that how the Lakers are not even into. We're gonna get into the whole Lakers and Luka situation because
I'm asleep.
Yeah, but you want to drum up attention for the All-Star game, then you're going to have to do stuff to incentivize these guys to go out and play. Why don't you do something like what the MLB does? Whoever wins East or West wins All-Star game, they have home field, they have home court advantage in the finals. There's small things that you could do that will impact later on. That'll make these guys give a little bit of effort. I'm not asking for maximum effort.
But that's the tough part about it because now you have the best voted each side representing. But then again, you got to think about it. The whole entirety of the year, these schedules matter, which give you your 1 seed and your 2 seed who actually get these home courts. Now you making the regular season even lessened.
Not necessarily because it's just the finals. It's just the final. I'm not talking about the playoffs. It's just the finals.
But you got to going into the finals.
But think about it this way, because it's like that in baseball right now anyway. You know what I'm saying? So in baseball, whoever wins the All-Star game, whether it be East or West or American,
that's something I'm leaving in baseball because at the end of the day, let's say one of the teams, your All-Star, you made it to the All-Star, y'all won, but now you're sitting home during the finals, and now you won it for the other team to get it. Like, who does it even care? Not necessarily, it don't matter.
Baseball got the same format, and a matter of fact, baseball's playoff rules is way different as far as with how they format their games. But the final, the World Series is still 7 games, and whoever wins American or National, they get home field advantage. It gives these guys incentive to go out there. Plus, with baseball, I get that there's more players in baseball, like on their team. There's 22 players on their in their clubhouse.
Yeah.
So you got more guys that are going to the All-Star game based off of that. So instead of sending like what would be in an NBA, you're sending like 3 point guards, right, to the All-Star game. You're sending like 5 or 6 pitchers by themselves to the All-Star game. So now you could kind of like pitch 2 innings 2 innings,
Yeah.
2 innings, 2 innings. You know what I'm saying? So it is a little bit different, but at the same time, it's like there's ways to kind of mitigate that whole thing. There's 12 players on a bench, right? You don't have to have 12 guys that make it out the West for All-Star game. You could have 16.
Nah.
You go into preseason with 16 players. So you don't gotta have 12. You know what I'm saying? You could go into the All-Star game with 16 from the East and 16 from the West. And then you could divide it 3-on-3. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wear their actual jerseys. I'm tired of this. Let's make a new jersey stuff. No, put the patch on. People are gonna buy it. I've been a huge advocate of it. And you go out there and you let them guys compete, and you could take the home court advantage out of it. Fine, whatever. But let's throw some money on the line. They got money on the line for
the in season.
for the end season, right?
Yeah,
Right,
but
so
it's just like this money,
on the
the
line.
money they got be so irrelevant to these players because these are the all-stars.
Look, man,
That's
they
the
got a
tough
TV
part.
deal.
Like,
They got a TV deal. If you're telling me that everybody gonna hit like 2.5,
I'm just saying though, like it'd be so
still a
irrelevant.
bag, bro.
It
It's still a
is.
bag, regardless of
It
how
is.
much money you got. That's
I'm
still a
saying
bag.
they need to do something at the end of the day. They need to do something because these ratings is weak.
Did you even watch the All-Star game?
The game, I watched part of it. You know, I'd be asleep. I got work and shit, so I watch as much as I can.
But I'm saying, if you was home, you ain't really had nothing to do. Like,
I'm gonna turn it on and watch it. I would watch it because you know some of my people's in there. You know, my young fellas is in there.
I had it on, and I
sometimes it's
it
background noise. It is.
Yeah, right. It was just yeah,
but
man.
yeah, like I had it like that too. Kind of sort of at the beginning because I was more interested in the last game. But it's like that game's at 10 o'clock. I was out. Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's another thing, though. Y'all dragging these games out, and it's mad late. Majority of true NBA watchers got kids. They got work the next day. It's a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Nobody trying to stay up till 10 o'clock watching basketball. Like, that don't even matter.
Yeah, nah. In that case, I worked that day, but you know, I work early as hell.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be up at 11, just laying down watching TV. I KO. It's
Yeah.
But yeah, they need to spice it up.
Is there, because this is the last year that TNT's doing it, right? That TNT was doing the All-Star thing, and
is it probably? I know TNT been on some last year.
Well, they did a whole tribute
because I know they did. Yeah, they did the tribute in the middle of the game.
But what do they do to bring this into more of a focused kind of thing? I mean, do you bring in somebody from the outside, somebody older that's been in basketball? Do you bring in somebody like Cube who has his, big three thing? Do you bring in?
We know that Cube thing is a dub.
Yeah, but it would be fire doing a big three.
It
with
would,
the actual
but it's
NBA
just the
player.
fact they dealt with. It's the whole behind the scenes. They dealt with each other like on some know. They bringing up their own league. The NBA ain't getting no money off of them. So it's just like it's out with that. I see a whole thing on YouTube about it. They ain't messing with each other. Period.
But I think it will behoove Adam Silver to tap in.
But it's not gonna happen. Like I
know
what
it's not
gonna
happen. Yeah, but it would be nice if he tapped in. Because
because if he brings some of the resources that he got, that's just entertainment. It sees you.
Yeah.
That's literally
it turned on accident, bro. So that's
I see.
Yeah, but
that's literally just entertainment because it's just like what we witnessed during that, and then even the fact that they were talking about it. It was 30 minutes of basketball on a Sunday on a 3-hour product.
Yeah.
30 minutes. You mean we sat down for 3 hours to see 30 minutes of basketball on something that I primarily wanted to watch basketball? You know what's 30 minutes? I watch a whole recap of basketball for 30 minutes. You telling me an entire game was 30 minutes? No, I need to see more lobs, more everything.
Yeah, you need to see exciting basketball.
Yeah.
And I don't like how it's spread out over 3 days.
Yeah.
What do I need spread out over 3 days? I don't even remember when I was a kid it was being over 3 days. I think it was 2 days. Saturday. Nah, it wasn't because they didn't have a skills challenge when I was growing up.
Yeah.
When we was growing up, there wasn't no skills challenge.
It was just
Dunk
a
contest,
3-point.
3-point contest. Then Sunday was the All-Star game.
Yeah.
And they had off like 4 days. They had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday
but
off.
They added the rising stars and everything.
Right. Yeah. So, and I'm cool with the rising stars and all that because I think it gives them I think it gives them that type of game is more exciting to me. Those guys, they want to come out, they want to show their ability. They're young guys, they really don't care. You got it's the guys that already made their money, they don't really care. They're here for the festivities and stuff like that. And this is the product that you're getting. Like I miss when Kobe would just I'm locking you up. I don't care. I don't care. What you mean we're supposed to be taking it easy? Like I need guys like that. Like give me an Anthony Edwards. Yo, if I could get an Anthony Edwards, if you ever make it to an All-Star game, I need you on that type of energy, bro. I need you on like this is the type of time I'm on right now. I'm guarding you. I'm guarding you baseline to baseline. Like I want that. I want to see all that. These are the best guys in the league, bro. The best guys in the league. They won't even play one-on-one against each other because they're afraid of the perception that they would get from the outside that if what if they lose?
Yeah.
But in practice, Kyrie is smoking people one-on-one.
And people don't want to be seen getting smoked one-on-one, man. That's what it is. But it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, we gotta see it takes some of the players. Like the league could do as much as they can, but it takes some of the players that actually want to go out there and play.
Yeah, the onus is on the players. I don't really put it too much on the league. I think that it is the league's duty to make these the festivities to be as optimized and good as of a product that it can be. But ultimately, it is up to the players to go out there and actually perform on the court.
Like we even just said earlier, we got LeBron James, who's the face of the NBA for the last few years, in street clothes for the last 20 years. I understand he's older.
There's no
so I'm not completely mad at it. But it's like it should have been done in a way where you could have had somebody else play, so they could have gave us
they could have gave somebody else a spot. And Edwards could have took his spot.
Exactly. You could have had somebody else in there taking the spot, and that would have been fantastic. All right, cool. But it's just like that last second joint, man. That ain't even good.
You know what I didn't like about it? Not like you didn't have the decency to put on the uniform to take pictures. Like even if you decided like, I'm not gonna play, cool. I'm cool with that decision. Like let's not get it twisted. I mean, I'm not all the way cool with it because again, we could have gave somebody like Ant Edwards who's deserving his spot. But what I'm saying is I'm cool with it, as in cool. I'm cool with that. What you looking at?
Yo, is your hair pink?
No, it's probably the light hitting my head.
No, man, go ahead. Yeah, somebody else could have had that position, bro. And it's just
somebody else could have had the position. But I was most bad because at the end of the day, bro, you had a uniform. You taking a picture with your street clothes on while everybody else is in their uniform. Steph, KD, all these guys is in their uniform, but you in street clothes, and that's what pissed me off. Because it's like, bro, I get it. Like you don't want to play. You're old, whatever. You feel like you got the votes. Cool, whatever. You could at least participate in
and the
the festivities, bro.
festivities, and made it
Bro
look
looked like a sore thumb. He looked like the coach. You know what I'm saying? Like,
GM.
yeah, like, nah, bro. I didn't like that, man. I didn't respect that. I'm cool with him sitting out, bro. You mad old, bro. You cool with that. I'm not cool with him not. Come on, bro. At least don't want a uniform, bro.
Something.
Take pictures with the guys. Like that was ass to me.
Yeah.
Oh man. But the skill challenge, they gotta shake the skill challenge up. They gotta shake it up.
Because it's like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what you could do about it, bro. Because like obviously we see what's going on. We seen the Chris Paul
they didn't want the best time.
Like,
They cheated.
That's all that was. It's like, and the funny part is we all thought it was Chris Paul. Turned out it was supposed to be.
It was Chris Paul. Wemby took the heat, but it was Chris Paul, bro. Come on.
That's the thing. So after so much years and knowing so Chris Paul and seeing Chris Paul, I was like instantly, oh yeah, that was Chris Paul all the way. But
even Webby was like, nah, that was me. Like, don't take the fall for him because like Chris Paul don't want the backlash, bro. That was everybody know that was Chris Paul, bro. Everybody and their mom know that was Chris Paul. That was crazy.
A Wemby. Everybody's sitting here looking like, yo, what are they doing? Like at least make it like you was taking a shot.
They just throw the ball on the free throw line. They just tossed them, bro. That was bad funny.
Yo,
they just wanted to beat the time.
And seeing something like that just says like, yo, we need to do something different.
It don't matter, bro. Like it don't matter. I'm cool with the skill challenge. I think that the skill challenge is dope. I just think that they should change it up every year. It shouldn't be the same rigmarole. Like make it different, bro. Like this is skills. Y'all should at this day and age, y'all got like robots and y'all got people that y'all can integrate into this to be moving bodies and stuff like that. You know,
I wouldn't even say not even like you said, robots. But what I'm saying is like you saying, it's got to be a different format of like how they got
every year. Like, every year
it can't be the same shit. Like
it can't be
put
a ramp out there. The same thing for 10 years.
Yeah, like all they do is run back and forth, pass the ball, bounce pass, chest pass, bounce pass, like
a free throw shot, 3-point shot.
Yeah,
bro. Nah, give me an actual skills challenge where every year it changes, and y'all have to do different things to rely on your skills. Like I think that give me a moving hoop one year. That'll be fire. You know what I'm saying? Give me a moving where you got to do the chest pass. Give me the moving one.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like there's ways that you could. That's why when I was saying robots, that's what I meant. Like there's ways that you could. Exactly. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's ways that you could kind of make it a little bit more exciting, and then on top of that, it's more challenging. Who's really going to excel at these skills challenges when they're throwing, Super Mario level
passes, right?
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It was funny though. It was like Chris Paul.
That was the funniest thing, bro. I'm sitting here like, no, they didn't. Did he just do that?
Yeah, he went to Wemby's interpreter. He was like, yo, tell Wemby, follow my lead.
You do what I do.
Do what I do.
Take the fall for it.
Where, and then say it was your idea. Oh man, the dunk in the 3-point. I feel like this year was probably the best dunk contest that has been in a while.
Yeah,
between McClung and what's his face on the Spurs.
Castle.
What's his name? I forget his name.
Castle.
Yeah. I think that this was. It's been lacking, but there's only so many dunks you could really do.
Only so much stuff.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I want them to incorporate a trampoline. Incorporate a trampoline like you at Sky Zone or something. And I want to see some theatrics. I want to see like you and your buddies all team up and do like a 4-team alley-oop with somebody doing backflips and stuff like that. Yo, that'd be fire, bro.
Yeah, I think it would be cool, to incorporate more people, but These players are not trying to do front flips and back flips and fucking land on their neck. You talk about
you don't have
Mr.
to do it as a
Season.
player. I'm saying do like you know what I'm saying. Grab your mans to do it. Like grab.
That's why.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like I was just in the Olympics. I know mad Olympians, bro. Call them up. Like yo, I know you used to balancing on a beam. You want to come through and balance on the back of the rim and do a backflip after I dunk. I want to see a spectacle, bro. I want to see when a dude dunks it. I want to see. I want to see the sparklers come from the rim.
This one here, you bringing it back
bro,
to NBA
there's
Live.
only so many dunks you could do. We've seen all the dunks, bro. Now I want to see some fire. I want to see some fire theatrics to go with these mid-ass dunks.
No,
give me a show.
That's a whole fact, and that's a whole fact because I think these dunks, like, it's only but so much we can do. Yeah. So it's not just about the dunk. That's why even when we think about dunk contests, we think smaller players have better dunks because it looks better.
It looks better because they're smaller.
Because they're smaller, so it brings a little more theatrics to it.
Facts.
Naturally.
Nate Robinson, he wasn't doing nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy, but the guy 5'9".
But it looked amazing.
It looks crazy. It's beyond our beliefs. And that's one thing that the dunk contest has to bring, something that's beyond our beliefs.
Yeah.
And that's why I think these star players can't compete in it. And it's tough to say because that's who we want to see compete in it. But Matt McClung has been winning for a reason. Why? Because the guy's young, foolish enough to put his body on the line to do foolish dunks.
Yeah.
And not hurt himself. We talk about LeBron James never competing in this thing. LeBron James, in-game dunker, he's not even a dunk contest type. I don't even think it would look good.
He's not. Same with John.
At the end of the day, at the end of the day, the guy doesn't want to put himself in a position to hurt himself trying one of these crazy dunks.
Yeah.
So I think
send your son out there, LeBron.
Bro, you got to think about it. Some of the best ones who's going to be out there doing it. The last crazy dunks we had was Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon. When we look at either one of them in the league, neither one of those superstars, do they have potential to be up there at one point? Zach LaVine has the skill, has the will to do it, but he's not a superstar. He's a star.
Aaron Gordon too, when he was with the Magic.
That's some of the players who's going to bring the best out of this game because it's like, yo, they ain't really got too much to lose.
They don't got nothing to lose.
So it's just like, yo, this is why I think players like, I understand Antetokounmpo and Ja talk about they want to be in it, but I don't want to see. They ain't got nothing to lose.
Yeah,
they go there and be like, yo, I won a championship, or I'm on the way. My team is second or third best in the league. Like, this is what I'm really here for. I'm here to win a championship. I'm not here to win a dunk contest. That's why Matt Tongue is jumping over cars.
Yeah. And you look at the older dunk champions like Vince Carter, Kobe, Jordan, all these guys, they was first, second years.
They had nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose, bro. They young bodies. Oh, I break something. Cool. I'll be back in a couple of months. I'm young. Everything gonna heal up. I'm gonna be cool. But as the older you get, the more superstardom you get. Cool. I'm cool with you not entering into the dunk contest.
Yeah.
Oh, these young guys, first, second years, and y'all got bunnies. I need y'all in the dunk contest. I don't want to see the superstars. I don't want to see the guys that's carrying their team in the dunk contest. You know what I'm saying? Those guys that are carrying your team, I want y'all in an all-star game, and I want y'all to compete on that level.
I need some people who are going to bring max effort. And I'm just saying that's the people who's going to bring max effort. Yeah. And that's the reason I'm not saying here. I would like to see superstars in it.
But they're not going to bring max level.
But they're not going to bring that max level.
You're going to see guys trying to dunk it from like 2 feet past the free throw line and doing some exotic lay switch dunk with the opposite hand. I don't want to see none of that shit.
No.
I want
you to put a table out there. Talk about Debo, get the table.
Bro, I want to see I want to see a guy dunk it, come down, and 3D a dude through a table.
Fire. Crazy. Crazy,
fire, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want to see a guy come down, do a backflip, and dunk again.
Bro,
Off the
come on. I want somebody taking a shoe off mid-flight between the legs with the ball.
Bro, I want somebody to dunk it with their head. Throw it up and just headbutt the ball. That's what I want to see, man. I want to see some crazy stuff, man.
Try something different.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I want to see.
Why are y'all still using your hands, man? Use your feet to dunk. Nah, but I mean, all jokes aside, man, I think that you're right, man. Give me the young guys that really don't got nothing to lose. Put them out there. Because those are the guys that they're the ones at the practice after shoot around and stuff. They're the ones practicing on their dunks.
Yeah,
not the superstars. Superstars are practicing on free throws, 3-point shots. The young guys, they're over here like, yo, check out this dunk, bro.
Yeah, because those guys are happy to have their name on that trophy. They happen to win something. They're gonna be sit there and say, yo, I won a dunk contest. Matt McClung 3-peat, the Mac.
I
he
like
could
that.
always say that.
Yo, hold on. You gotta patent that so he could buy that from you, bro. You gotta copyright that.
You know what I'm saying? He could always say that.
You heard it here first. Mac to back. You heard it here first. You better copyright that.
Always say that. Nobody else can say that.
Nah, that's a fact though. That's a fact. Hey, when you're one of those guys where you know you're never gonna be the upper echelon top tier guys, you got to do other things to impact your legacy. And if it's not in,
not being number one on your team on the championship team,
if it's not helping assisting your guys to get it, because not every, it was 30 teams in the league, and in those hopefully 15-year career that you're going to have, there's no guarantee that you're going to ever make it to the finals. So what do you do with that 15-year career that you have? Try to cement your legacy earlier in your career. That way, later in your career, you could kind of bounce around and see if you can land on a championship contender and hopefully get that ring. But at least your legacy was already cemented your first 2-3 years in the league.
Exactly.
If I was one of these young guys, bro, I'm going out there, I'm dunking crazy, and I'm shooting mad threes. Crazy. So you gonna get me in one of those contests. You gonna get me in one of those contests, bro. I promise you. But I mean, at the 3-point contest, I like what they're doing with it too. They're not they've kind of shifted from the mold, and I like how they incorporating WNBA and stuff like that, and doing because shooting is just I don't want to say it's easier because it's not. The more shots you take, the more fatigued you are, the more because this motion and you're doing it back. It's not like you're running up and down, you're getting a breather and you running around the court shooting, something like 30 basketballs.
Yeah.
So
25 to 30 feet from there. It's the mental concentration.
That's a lot of
physical, the precision.
To the last rack, you tired. I've done the around the world thing where you gotta shoot your 5, go shoot the 5, bro. But I was tired by the time I got to the other hash. My arms is sore. You tired, bro. And it's crazy because I think it's different because in any given game, you're as one of these guys, Steph is not taking 25, 30 shots in that short amount of time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. And then on top of that, not only do you got to do it, you got to do it in like 3-4 rounds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
certain amount of time.
Yeah, and you got to do it.
They added 2 more shots than before with those 30
exactly. Now you're
footers
further away, so you got to kind of and you got to do this that quick because you're calculating the shots, the aim of everything, from wherever you are. You know what I'm saying? Because that the 4-point shot that they got is
it's like 30 feet away.
Yeah, that's mad deep. So I don't know, bro. I like this format, and I hope they keep it. Who won it this year?
There's not really much you could do. What's his face? Tyler Hero. I mean, my boy Buddy should have won, but he kind of sold the bag. But Tyler Hero, he squeaked by. Yeah, so he another.
Yeah, I missed the final round.
Oh nah, yeah. Because Buddy went crazy the first round, and
Yeah. I seen that.
then just stunk it up in the second. He only lost by 2 points, but he could have won.
2 points too few.
Hey, he could have been a splash. He could have been a splash legend in there with
Yeah. How many? Yeah. Because Clay won, Steph won. He
It could have
could have
been. Buddy would have been put his name in there. Hey,
it's always next year.
It's always next year.
All right. So you didn't see this. I brought it up to you prior to coming into this, but the NHL, it was a black dude too. Not to mention, it was a black dude. I don't know if he was an ex-player or if he was a current player, but it was a black dude who plays hockey. It was USA
really
Canada. Huh?
No,
you stupid. Yeah, he was talking about like the difference of the fans when it comes to like hockey and with basketball. And he's saying that fans, you see us packed out more than you see the NBA. And he's like, I've been to NBA games and everything, and not every game is always packed out. It's always packed out when you got like guys like LeBron or Steph or like the top guys coming in. But you come to a hockey game, they're always packed out. Don't matter who we're playing, we're always packed out. We don't have no superstars on this team. It don't matter. We're packed out. And the reason why we're packed out is because of what we put, the product that we put on the ice. And he's saying that there's guys with the mentality like Jordan and Kobe and the NHL, whereas in the NBA he says that he don't see a lot of guys with that mentality. He sees a lot of guys with like the LeBron and the Embiid and those type of mentalities where it's like, we want longevity, and in order to have that, we're gonna take off tonight. And he said NHL, we're not taking off. The only time we take off is when we actually hurt. There's no oh, my body's sore. Okay, we're going on ice. It's all of us. We're playing hockey. My question is, not only do you agree with like his sentiments, but what can the NBA even do to kind of change that whole rigmarole of just going with the emotions during the regular season?
They gotta allow players to fight. No. Let me. What you doing? No, they can't allow players to fight, but we gotta think about it. The NHL, they play 1,312 regular season games each season.
Combined, collectively.
Combined, yeah. You know how much games that is for each team? I said, you know how much games that is for each team?
They play 82 games. Yeah, they play the same amount as NBA, and they're way more physical.
That's what I'm getting to. That's why I threw that number in there, so you could put numbers together and you could just like, oh wait, hold on, wait, that's a big number. That number equals the same number as the NBA. Yes, people, that number equals the same.
Let them cook.
As the NBA.
Let them cook. Let them cook.
These guys are taking each other's heads off. I seen a instant replay of the players, the NBA, the USA, and the Canadians fighting as soon as the puck dropped.
As soon as the ref dropped the puck, they dropped gloves and was at it.
And they was fighting. Then they go ahead and play.
Shout out to not to interrupt you. Shout out to Molly Quorum, First Take, who said people only like NHL because it's white guys fighting. First of all, you're categorically wrong. There's black, Mexican, Puerto Rican players in the NHL. Maybe not as much, not as prominent as white guys in the NHL, but yeah, them guys take off their gloves and fight too. So that was it. Your mom just separated the dogs?
Oh,
she didn't want to hear all that. That's bad.
Yeah. Um, yeah. Everybody fights, bro. There's people in there, and it's just like it's
That's
a
what I'm saying. Like,
physical.
people don't watch it just because it's white guys fighting.
Yeah,
There's other races in hockey.
yeah. Everybody fights. It's the part of the
Everybody
game.
fights. It's a violent game. Yeah,
It's like basketball where everybody was flopping. It's a part of the game at one point.
that's a fact. That's a
Like,
fact, bro. That's
this is
especially
more.
if you got chip shot. Yo, as
Yeah.
soon as I'm back on, I'm
Oh yeah,
catching
yeah.
you. I'm
We
catching
getting back at and that's the thing. That's the one thing about this game. And just like they said, they still have that mentality of like a Kobe, from the person who's a star on the team to the
Yeah.
person who's the bottom of the bench,
Yep.
who's sitting
Yep.
here like, yo, I'm going at it with my teammate in practice,
Oh, you gonna
and I
catch
can
it as
see
soon
that
as I
he's hurt. And he's still going to go ahead and play in the next game. But I got his
that's a
back if
fact.
he needs to sit down. If he really
That's a
needs to
whole
sit down,
fact.
I'm ready. No matter what, even if I'm hurt,
That's a whole
I'm
fact.
still playing. And it's just the fact that these guys don't just sit there and like. Of
Yeah.
course, everybody want to have longer
Yeah, they
careers
want
and
more
everything.
longevity. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you still want to be proud of going out there and giving this game all that you got. And
Exactly.
all the players see that, all the people who goes out there see that, and when they buy a ticket, they know that they come in, and if you can't play, they happy to see you because they know you. If you could have played, you
It's
would have
because
been
you
out
couldn't
there.
play. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but you can't play. You can't play. Man, my bad. Maybe next time I catch him.
Yeah. It's not like the NBA where it's like if them
No, you
guys
just
couldn't
like,
play, it's
yeah,
like you know
I'm
you
not,
could play, bro. Like, what are
yeah,
you doing here? Like, you know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Especially when you come into my city that you only come twice a year.
Mm-hmm.
So I only get to see you twice if I can. And that's if you
Okay.
come on a day where like I could like
I could be
timing is
mega.
good, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
everything
saying?
works for me. My
If
money
everything
right,
works in my
all of that.
favor,
Yeah.
ticket prices, all of that, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of variables when it comes to fans going to these games. And I get
Mm-hmm.
like NBA players, they really don't care about the average fan, which is fine. But care about your legacy, care about what you putting onto the court, care about the example that you're setting for the guys that are coming in behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan set the precedent for the guys that was coming in behind him. And I don't just want to include Jordan into that because you got guys like Magic, you got guys like Larry Bird,
Mm.
d- I mean, I could, the list could go on for days when it comes to that generation. Then okay, rules change. A lot of stuff, the hand checking, a lot of that stuff changed. Well, okay, you got guys coming in the league that's like Dirk Nowitzki, Garnett, Kobe Bryant, AI. You know, those type of guys. Now you're in a different generation where the guys that are coming in are LeBron, Melo, and Wade. And in that generation, it's kind of like there wasn't a shift right then. That shift didn't happen until guys like Garnett, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, those type of guys, those caliber of guys, they was already winding in their years, and their play was already diminished. So now the faces of the league are the LeBrons, the D Wades, and now it shifted. And now you got guys that care more about getting to the playoffs than getting the best record in the league. That's one of the reasons why I really respect the Warriors when they had KD. The 73-9 record is never going to be defeated because of the fact. But no, first of all, nobody thought that the 72 record was going to be defeated. And I think that the way that teams are stacked right now, there's a team that can go out there and get 74 wins.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not going to happen because you got guys that care more about getting to the playoffs healthy rather than playing your game and trusting that God is going to get you to the playoffs, that you're going to be healthy enough. And the craziest thing is like, I'd much rather you be battle tested throughout the year, banged up, getting through the bumps and the bruises. So by the time you get to the playoffs, you could truly appreciate it and they'll make you play even harder. Because you look at the playoffs, it's almost like, why are the top teams getting killed by the lower seed teams, and the lower seed teams are making this a series? It wasn't like that back then. Back then, it was like, you a top seed team, and they took you 6-7 games.
It's like, what's wrong?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like there was only one time like a top seeded team got pushed to the brink and lost because the lower seeded team that was almost like a wild card team was that much good, and it was still in a stacked West. It was
Yeah.
the Dallas Mavericks and the freaking San Antonio Spurs, two powerhouses in their own rights at that period of time.
Yeah.
You don't have that now. Nowadays, if let's say Chicago takes Boston in the playoffs, Chicago gets in on a play-in team, and Chicago takes Boston 7 games in the first round, we're questioning Boston.
Yeah.
What was y'all doing all year long? Well, why? Where's your mindset at? You think that you could just walk into the playoffs is going to be a cakewalk because the regular season was a cakewalk? Nah, these guys want to see you go home.
Mm-hmm.
They want it more than you. Hungry dogs run faster. Like, where are we? When are we going to get into a point where these guys that are on these loaded rosters, these loaded teams going into the playoffs and just taking the regular season for granted? As long as as long as we could win this amount of games and we could get this seed, we're okay.
Yeah.
Instead of, I want the number 1 seed. I want to dominate every single team we play. I'm not going to take an off game because we're playing freaking Detroit.
Yeah.
Or Washington. No. I'm going to go into Detroit and Washington and show them just how much they suck. I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna kill them. Like, I'm not taking the game off. Like,
no games
I
off.
just
I'm
don't
putting their foot on
understand
their
it, bro.
necks.
Where's the mentality? That's why I feel like there's only a couple of teams right now with that mentality. And it's crazy because even though Steph has lost so much, like, you know,
Like,
around him,
teams around
he still
him,
has that mentality.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get to the finals and you lose in the finals, you understand what losing is like.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't and that's why I brought the Boston analogy in, because that's how I feel about Boston right now. You've gotten to the finals, you lost in the finals, you won in the finals. Why are you taking the regular season like it's just it's a stepping stone until we get to the playoffs? But when y'all get to the playoffs, y'all still look like the regular season. Y'all still look like, what are we doing here? When are y'all gonna kick it up? When is the gears gonna start rolling for y'all? Because teams are only getting better. And then you got other teams that don't need to be better than you. They just have to outwork you.
Mm-hmm.
What do they say? Talent. Wait, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Oh, yeah.
Kobe wasn't he wasn't even the best player in his draft, bro. he wasn't number 1, bro.
Yeah.
But he became number 1 over the period of his career because of how hard he worked to get better.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have that same type. You don't have that same type of thing. You have the guys that's like LeBron, where I'm so talented. And now I don't want to shit on LeBron. I don't want to shit on him. LeBron is LeBron.
Oh, yeah. I mean, LeBron is talent. I ain't gonna lie. LeBron, he worked so hard. LeBron worked hard, bro.
I don't want to say that he hasn't worked hard, but I don't want to say that he hasn't worked as hard as his peers because of his status. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, he didn't have to work as hard as Dwayne Wade had to work in order for Dwayne Wade to get his first ring,
bro. To get his first ring, not to get
his first ring. No. That's what I'm trying to say. So, like, you got guys that don't have the talent that LeBron has, but has worked. They have worked hard to achieve a talent enough to be able to compete with the LeBrons of the world. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, KD came into the league fire, but he worked his way into being like, you know, when they say like, oh, like, you earn your nickname. These guys, a lot of these guys earn their nickname. Steph Curry, Babyface Assassin, KD, Slim Reaper, or whatever he wants to call himself. I don't know. I don't know what he calls himself. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys, they work into their nicknames. So I don't know, man. I don't want to shit on LeBron. I don't.
So
It
he's
took him
what you
20
saying?
years to be number one in points.
I mean, at the end of the day, he's not a scorer.
It's cool, man. I don't want to shit on him. What I will say is that until he realizes that he's 40 years old and that his time in the league is coming to an end, and he needs to be able to give the reins and the power of holding the ball on to somebody who they just traded for, who is a better point guard than you. Lakers are not winning anything, bro.
That boy just had 40 though. They ain't winning nothing. We already said they wasn't winning nothing. They not gonna win nothing because they got Luka.
I think Luka
ain't win nothing when he just was at Dallas with a better team.
I think Luka gives LeBron an extra window. I think so. I think Luka does enough to move the needle for LeBron. I don't think in the West. I mean, I agree with you, not in the West. No, but if we're talking about, like, let's say it was on, like,
they are in the West. We can't talk about.
You're right. There's no what ifs. There's no what ifs in the scenario. You're right.
It's no what ifs because you can't move neither one of them. Yeah. And if you do move, it's gonna be LeBron. So then guess what? That window's closed.
Do you think that the Lakers should have moved LeBron?
The Lakers ain't gonna move. They're gonna let LeBron do whatever he want to do. LeBron say he want to move, then he move. But they ain't gonna be the franchise to move. They ain't gonna be the franchise to move a Luka-esque type person to them. And LeBron was a Luka-esque. I know right now, as the older age is what it is.
Yeah.
But they will move him if he requests. If they have a talk,
request. That's the craziest part.
But what I'm saying is, if they have a talk, LeBron, yo, I think we should part ways. You think so too? Even if they came up to him first, yo, I think we should part ways and put it in his ear. You know what I mean? Like, yo, is you part of your career? I think
you still trying to get that last ring, right?
Yeah, I think you got a nice place to get a ring. We got Luka now. Like, we good. We secured our future.
But I mean, no, his contract is done at the end of this year, ain't it?
I think so, yeah, because he could walk.
He could walk. I would let him walk. Or do a sign and trade.
It's a player option, I believe. So it's like, yo, he's gonna.
Oh, so he got opt in. I'll do a sign and trade.
That's what I'm saying. Sign and trade. Get
sign and trade.
That's fine.
Let me send you somewhere that you could contend, because we're trying to build around Luka, who's 25 years old and is.
That's it. We open up our window.
Take us out of here.
All right, man. Y'all already know the vibes, man. Like, share, sub, and all the above, man. Thanks for tuning in with us. We're gonna holla at y'all next week. You know we're gonna be here. Ain't no special holidays, ain't no nothing. We here. And we're gonna talk about the second half of the season, man. Fantastic all-star break. You know, depends on who you is. I'm always gonna say fantastic because I love the NBA. We still got some work to do.
Still got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
I'm back, straight facts, in my bag, straight facts, came to bring the hits, nigga, straight facts, tryna hit the falls list, nigga, straight, yeah, I'm back, straight facts, in my bag, straight facts, came to bring the hits, nigga.